Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a year since my last video. I'm in a better place mentally, but still working through things. Today's video, I spoke on my major things that happened in my life. One of them was the passing of my youngest daughter, and another one was that I got bariatric surgery. So this video here is going to be all about my bariatric surgery journey, from start to finish, my weight, my pictures, oh gosh, and all that other stuff. So stay tuned. How did I decide I wanted to get bariatric surgery? Well, I was looking, honestly, I didn't really know much about it when I decided I wanted to get it. I was very overweight. At that point, I weighed about 293 pounds. I'm about 5'8", 5'9", so that was a lot of weight on my body. I didn't like it. Working out didn't work. Eating right didn't always. Working out helped to a certain extent. Let me not say it didn't work. But then obviously I would just gain the weight back. So I was looking in my insurance book one day and I saw bariatric surgery. And I'm like, I could have swore I heard about that on my 600-pound life. So I Googled it, and sure enough, pretty much my insurance booklet was saying we will cover it if medically necessary. So I was like, you know what, this is my time. So I reached out to my primary care doctor. Let me make sure I can even be heard. There we go. So I reached out to my primary care doctor and I set up an appointment with her and I let her know, hey, I'm having trouble with weight loss. First, she initially was like, we can put you on. She told me that she could put me in a weight management program. So I guess I would have went to like this gym, paid $50 a month, gone to this gym with the trainer. And at that point, you pick your doctor. So I had to remember that I need to tell you what I want, and you can recommend whether it's good enough for me or not. So I did not want to take that as an answer. I told her, what about bariatric surgery? She looked at my stats. She was like, well, you qualify. And that was it. She was like, you qualify. She submitted it to my insurance. They told me I would need 6 months of supervised weight loss visits. So every insurance plan is going to be different. Mine recommended 6 months, and I didn't have to lose a certain amount of weight. I didn't have to lose a goal weight to get surgery. They wanted to just see if I was going to lose weight. So 1 month, every month I had for 6 months consecutively, I had to go to the doctor, get weighed. They had to check my records. I had to do, get my heart looked at. There's a lot of things that go into getting bariatric surgery to make sure that you will be healthy enough to do it. So each month I didn't always lose a lot of weight. Sometimes I gained weight. Sometimes I lose 1 pound. One time I lose 5 pounds. One time I gained 3 pounds. So I didn't necessarily lose much weight. I was about 287 when it started. After everything, I got clearance. I did the heart. I got my heart looked at. They said it was good. I did all the EKG tests. I did the 6 months of supervised visits. I met with the surgeon. He told me that the sleeve procedure would be best for me. The gastric sleeve, for me, because I wasn't extremely overweight. I also didn't have any health issues like diabetes or anything. My issue was that when I became pregnant, I would always have high blood pressure. I'd be at risk for preeclampsia, but when I'm not pregnant, I was fine. So the sleeve was the decision that me and my doctor chose best for me. So eventually we submitted everything to insurance. They did approve me, and I went in for surgery. So when I went in for surgery, I was about 286 pounds. I'm going to insert all my big girl pictures in the beginning of this video. And then at the end of the video, I'll show you what I look like, that. Um, so I went in for surgery. Was I nervous? No. A lot of people are nervous when they go into surgery, have these surgeries, because you think that I'll never be able to eat the same, life will be different, and that is true. You won't eat the same in the beginning. In the beginning, I would highly recommend anybody who is thinking about getting bariatric surgery, who wants bariatric surgery, who do it. Do it. It was life changing. I wish I would have done it sooner in my life, but I didn't know about it. Do it. If you have the opportunity to do it, do it. So I went into surgery. It was about 4 hours long. It wasn't that long. They do put you to sleep. You don't have to stay the night. So I didn't have to stay the night. Did I? I think I did stay the night, actually, one night. In the beginning week, you are on a liquid diet. It is hard, I'm not gonna lie. When you go from being somebody who eats McDonald's and Taco Bell and ribs, all that good food all the time, and then you're just on a strictly liquid diet, it was very hard. You do go through, in that first 2 weeks, you do go through that regret stage, where it's like, did I make the right choice? Do I really want to do this? Do I have the strength to do this? It was hard. I was crying all the time. It was hard mentally that first week of liquids. So when I was on liquids, all I did was drink soup. A lot of people do broth. Broth was very nasty to me. Zero sugar Gatorade was very nasty to me. So I drank a lot of those packets, those sugar-free packets that you would just add to your water, or I would just drink strictly water. And soup. The soup, I would not eat the noodles. I would just literally drink the soup. By week 2, I was on soft foods. Everybody's plan is different. I know some people who have to do longer on liquids. I know some people have to do a pre-op diet. I did not have to do a pre-op liver shrinking diet. I didn't have to do any of that. I literally had my last supper the day before surgery. So week 2, I did start on soft foods. Soft foods, you gotta chew it up really well, very fine. Anything's soft pretty much. Yogurts, Jello, things of that nature. At that stage, I ate a lot of Wendy's chili. I couldn't eat a lot of it, obviously, but that's what I would eat. Chili. I did a lot of fruit, but I guess it wasn't easy for me to do fruit. Again, if you chew it up really, 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 really well, then your stomach should be okay, but everybody's stomach is different. So fruits weren't always easy for me. Literally, I could just remember eating chili and still eating soup as my soft foods, and maybe even a little chicken salad, but not much of anything. I didn't really have an appetite after having surgery. I just knew I had to eat proteins and drink my water, so that's what I did. At a month out, I was cleared for foods and exercise. In the beginning, I did go to the gym very often. I went to the gym at least 3 times a week. So I was always working out. At that point, I was eating, but again, your stomach is still fairly new. So something you're gonna, if you're thinking about bariatric surgery, something that you can encounter is dumping syndrome. Dumping is when you eat something that does not sit well with your body. So it could be sugar, it could be fish, it could be anything. And you start to have sweats, you start to foam at the mouth sometimes. You throw up, you poop, you have diarrhea, you throw up, you sweat. It's not a good time. I've experienced dumping syndrome quite a few times. I also picked up having a little heartburn now, every now and again. So I'm cautious about what I eat and drink before bed. But at a month out, I had already lost 60 pounds. 60 pounds. When you see your body like changing, it motivates you to want to see it change more. So again, I was still going hard in the gym. And I started lacking on eating really, and that became a problem. I started to become very lightheaded all the time. I would have these dizzy spells. Um, and it wasn't just because I wasn't drinking enough water. It was also because I'm not eating as much because I don't have an appetite. So it's hard because you have to find the balance for you. And again, when this is something new, so when you're trying foods and you can only eat one bite and everybody around you is eating, it can be a little discouraging. So I do recommend not going out to restaurants in the beginning. And also pacing yourself. Right now, I'm a year out now, so I can eat a little bit faster, but I still can't eat as much. And that's okay. I I eat and then I take a break for maybe 10, 15 minutes, even 20 minutes if I need to. And then I can go back to eating my food. Yes, it's cold. Yes, you got to reheat it again, but it's better than eating to the point where I'm sick. I got the surgery obviously for a reason. Um, so after a month out, I'm already down 60 pounds. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. But you do start to get these insecure feelings about your body. So the saggy skin, those things do start to come. Um, but I had to just continue to remind myself where I've started versus where I am. And then that really helped me feel more positive about my situation. So, after a month out, I'm still working out. I'm still doing what I needed to do. And I'm still losing weight. I'm still losing weight. You start to go to appointments. So I believe it's a 1 month checkup, then it's 6 months, and then it's a year. So at my 6 months, at that point, I've lost 80% of my weight. My doctors were literally shocked. So with the sleeve, I believe that let me even tell you what the sleeve procedure is. The sleeve procedure, they go in microscopically give you like 5 to 6 little incisions, and they go in and they cut your stomach so this is your stomach, and they cut it into the form of a sleeve. So your stomach is about this big. They cut out about 80% of it, and it helps you to not be able to eat as much food. Bypass is when they move the intestine to go past the stomach, so food doesn't go through the stomach. Bypass. So I had the sleeve. They cut out 80% of my stomach. So they were very shocked to see all my weight loss in that time. You do have to take vitamins for the rest of your life. There is certain type of vitamins that you can take that your doctor will recommend. Honestly, I did not do well taking my vitamins. That played a role in me being very deficient in iron. My hair loss. Let's talk about hair loss. I started this channel initially on a hair journey. So I've had short hair before. At about 6 months out, about 6 months out is when my hair really started falling out. A lot of it. Even now, my hair still sheds. It's not as much as it was, but it definitely still sheds. I don't think there's really a way to stop that. It is something that happens just because of, the difference in your nutrition. So you do have to take vitamins. I do take hair, nail, and skin vitamins. Do they help? Yes. It's definitely slowed up a lot of the hair loss, but the hair loss is still there. So now I'm thinking about just cutting my hair short and starting over again. After a year out, so I had my surgery May 1st of 2020, I think, or 2019, one of the two. It's early. I had my surgery May 1st. I am over a year out now. My starting weight again before all this happened was 293 pounds. At the start of surgery, I was 286 pounds. And today I am 173 pounds. Yay me. I am very excited about it. I'm very happy about it. Now I can eat almost like a regular amount of food. I don't want to, so I'm okay with not eating a full plate of what I would used to eat. I definitely don't eat as much breads. I still have cravings. I still eat sugar. When I'm on my cycle, I still want chocolate and I eat it. People's biggest misconception is that you cannot eat food. You can't eat regular food, and you can. I did have my first drink alcoholic beverage at about 4 months out. It does hit you faster. One drink and I was literally drunk, I guess, drunk. Alcohol contains a lot of sugar. So it's not a good thing to do it all the time, but you can have it. You can indulge in these things. It's about in moderation. At this point, your stomach is not big enough to withhold as much sugar as you were eating before. So sugar's okay. The problem is with alcohol is there is that risk of transfer addiction where you go from eating to drinking now, or you go from eating to picking up any other type of habit. Those are things you really need to be cautious about. You don't want to have transfer addiction. Having bariatric surgery has boosted my confidence. It has made me a better me. I wouldn't even be able to come on here like this and be confident in myself. If you look back at my previous videos, you can almost see how big I was and the difference in me now. Totally worth it. Excuse me, totally worth it. Definitely the best experience I've had. I'm trying to think of questions that I've seen in bariatric groups that people have, so that I can make sure I answer them in this video. My daughter is young. I have a young daughter. My oldest daughter, she is 7. She does know about my surgery, and I did tell my family. A lot of people don't want to tell people, and that's okay. I told close family. I told very close friends. Some people were with me with it. They were like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. I'm happy for you. And a lot of people were like, no, you shouldn't do that. Do it the regular way. And I've lost some friends due to me losing weight. Those things happen. It sucks. It really does. I've lost a couple friends to my weight loss surgery. I don't fully understand why. I don't know what their reasoning is behind it, but you know, when things change, people change and time changes, and I've grown to accept that. I'm not mad at it. I'm happy in my relationship. My boyfriend, we've been together since I was big up until now, and I'm the same person I was. Well, surgery didn't change me. I guess it changed the people around you, and that's not always a bad thing. One of my old friends literally told me, you know, I don't hang out with bitches skinnier than me. Oh, okay, Miss Ma'am, well, that's fine. And, you know, life will move on. Life proceeds. I am on birth control. I have heard that, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? Once you have bariatric surgery, you're at like a heightened risk to get pregnant. Yes, I want more kids in my future. Right now, no. Right now, you know, I want to have a hot girl summer. I'm sorry, this is my binder. I had plastic surgery. Let me not even say plastic surgery. It is plastic surgery. But I got my skin removed and my breast, the extra skin removed and lifted. Y'all, that is that is a story time of its own. It was a mess. I went from complications to incisions looking bad. That's a different story. Back to bariatric surgery. Greatest decision I've ever made. My doctors are amazing. My weight loss has been amazing. Did my cycle change? No, it did not. My cycle is still very consistent. I am on birth control. Some people do get the surgery to get pregnant. Some people do end up getting pregnant soon after surgery. It's not the end of the world. Your doctors will work with you. Your doctors will work with you when it comes down to those things. But be prepared to not get pregnant too soon after surgery, because you don't want to have that stress of making sure you're getting your protein and your water and also carrying the burden of making sure your child is getting enough nutrition. I couldn't imagine doing that. It seems very hard. My family was super supportive. When you see me now, it's just like you see the difference, the glow, the happiness. I'm in awe with what I did. My insurance was very nice, I would say. I did have to do a sleep study test. They do want to see these. When you go and meet with the psychiatrist and you do the sleep study, these things don't determine whether you get surgery or not. These things are to determine if it will help. They told me I had a mild case of sleep apnea. I've never been on a breathing machine, anything like that. I believe I did snore, but it would be because of the weight of my breasts. My breasts were very large. I was a size triple D. I'm sorry, I was a double D. No, I was a triple D. I was a triple D. And so I guess when I'm laying on the back, the weight of my body weight plus the weight of my breast would make it hard for me to breathe. I was always yawning all the time. I was tired. I mean, I'm still tired, but it's not because of the sleep apnea. So it definitely worked for me. People who have diabetes and things like that, this surgery can help with diabetes because it's helping with your weight loss. I did not have that issue. Strictly, it was just me having complications when I get pregnant, and also me having issues being overweight. It was just what it was. Right now I can eat. I've had my first bowl of cereal ever in like months. I don't drink pop. I used to be an avid pop drinker. I would drink Mountain Dew all the time, Sprite all the time. I haven't had pop since surgery. I don't want to try it because I don't want to get back addicted to it. You don't want to pick back up those habits you've had before. I drink wine every now and again. So I try to stay away from carbonated beverages because those do make my stomach it makes me very gassy, make me have to burp a lot. And I don't like that. But again, everybody's different. I do know a girl who had bariatric surgery and she drinks Diet Coke one a day. Me, I'm not trying to pick back up that pop habit. I'm trying to think of what else I can think of. When you decide to do this, they're right to not look at the scale all the time. I like weighing myself. I try to hold off, but I don't mind getting on the scale. Some people get discouraged when they get on the scale and see they've only lost this or they've only lost that. Everybody's weight loss, is going to be different. I've lost over 100 pounds. I'm 173 pounds. I weighed myself this morning, and I'm a year out, and I'm over a year out because I had my surgery May 1st, but it's been life-changing. My life has been a complete journey. It was just one thing after another thing after another thing. I did get plastic surgery. I did get my skin removed on my stomach. It was not the best experience at all. I actually ended up getting an infection and having to get a surgery again. I'm finally healing from that and recovering from that. Next is I'm getting this extra skin removed from my legs. It's a journey. It's a great journey that I'm blessed to be on. Blessed to be able to do. And I recommend it for anybody to do it. Anybody who wants to do it, I do recommend doing it. It was phenomenal. I stayed one night in the hospital because one of the doctors felt like I just didn't look that good. And I'm like, I was miserable. I brought my body pillow to the doctor's office, which I'm very glad I did, Make sure you wear loose clothes for the next day because you literally don't want anything touching your stomach. I believe I was in the bed for the first 3 days. I didn't want to do anything, go anywhere. I just laid in the bed and drank water and ate soup, drink soup all day. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Do not push yourself to do more than you're ready for. When it comes to working out now, do I work out? No. I do plan on getting back into it. As you can see, I have a lot of loose skin on my arms. So I do want to try to tone that myself without getting surgery on my arms. I've seen the surgeries, seen those people get those surgeries, and I don't think I can deal with the pain right now, especially after the pain of the stomach, getting my stomach and breast done, that I'm still healing from, and I've been that I'm still healing from. My bariatric team is wonderful. There are meetings that you can go to either online or in person, and they can help you through anything that you need help with. Yes, they have a diet for you that they want you to stick to, but again, it's up to you. It's your discretion. When I'm on my cycle, I do eat more sugar than I would in a regular day. And again, that's fine. That's not going to make or break you. If your body does not react well to that sugar, then that's when you may want to reconsider. But it's not that bad. It's not bad at all. When you have that support team around you so they can uplift you when it is that bad. I bought my first bathing suit, and when I put it on, it was my first bikini in like forever. And the confidence I felt was just what I wanted. You know, I like to look in the mirror and feel good at myself. I like to look in the camera and feel good about myself. I was not feeling good about myself. I was not happy about my body, my weight, anything like that. And it held me back from a lot of things. Now, it does not hold me back. Now I can do more things. I want to do more things. I can wear more clothes that are more for young people. I'm 27. Shopping in the Plus Girl aisle can make you feel so much older because they don't give you much options. I shopped a lot at Rue 21 on the plus side, and it was just like the bare minimum, all these big t-shirts and boy cut pants, nothing really flirty, nothing really cute. But then when you go on the other side, it was so many options, so many cute clothes. And it was kind of like, I don't know, it just made you feel down. I'm sure, of course, I feel like, of course, there's other sites I could have went to, but that I didn't know about. So if I didn't know about it, then no. I didn't know it was an option. And now to know that I can wear whatever I want, I can go into Walmart and grab a t-shirt and they're going to have my size. It's a feeling that I would not trade for the world. I eat regularly, guys. I eat popcorn. I eat meat. I eat candy. I eat cake. I eat a donut. The difference is that I'm not eating 3 pieces of cake. I'm not eating 5 donuts. I'm not eating a plate full of food and then 3 hours later eating another big plate of food. You can eat regular. It's just in moderate. It's just in smaller portions. And that's what I needed. That's what I wanted. I'm trying to make sure I just touch on everything. I was already anemic. I did have an iron deficiency, which definitely got worse after I had surgery. So I did go get an iron infusion. And after that iron infusion, though, I think my iron level has been good. It's been, my iron level has been good. Anytime I go get tests, they say that everything looks normal. I've never been told my tests look normal. It's a great feeling. I don't know if I have any other things to cover about my bariatric surgery. At the end of this video, like I said, I'm going to post my pictures after weight loss surgery. The beginning is going to be pictures of me before weight loss surgery. I do plan on doing another video talking about my plastic surgery because the plastic surgery portion is a lot different than the bariatric spot. Not all insurances will cover the skin removal. They don't cover a lot. I was very blessed that my insurance covered my breast, stomach, and my legs. I have not gotten my legs done yet. Only my stomach and my breast. It was not a cosmetic surgery. I feel like I need to make that clear. Cosmetic, they would have made my body look a certain way. When I'm talking about skin removal, they literally remove the extra skin from your stomach. It's a straight cut. There is no, let's give her a curve here. Let's give her a little bit of booty here. Let's move that extra skin down and try to stuff it in their ass. There is none of that. When I say they lifted my breast, they literally got the extra skin. I had very large breasts. So you can imagine that once I lost that weight and my cup size dropped. I don't know what cup size I am in yet because I've strictly been wearing sports bras. But my breasts were hanging so much that it was putting a lot of weight on my back. So they literally cut that extra skin that made them hang so much and lifted them. So there was no cosmetic in that either. There is no, let's adjust them, make them pretty, make them perky, make them, no. It was literally lift them up so that they are not putting any more weight on her back. That's it. The stomach, cut her in a straight line to get rid of the stomach. That's it. At this point, I wish I would have opted into more of a BBL situation, but maybe I couldn't have because it was extra skin. I'm not happy with the results. Again, that's going to be a video that I'm going to put out next, and hopefully it's not going to be in a year that you'll see that video. But I definitely will be talking about that skin removal surgery because it is nothing to play with. Right now, this was strictly bariatric. I love my journey. I'm very blessed to be able to be on it. If you're thinking about it and you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will respond and let you know how I handled the situation. Until next time, which hopefully it'll be soon, this weekend. Until next time, I will see you guys. We'll chat later. We'll talk later. We'll chat later. Bye.